Today I'll show you the process I use to make these little coffins for dungeon and terrain filler. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's craft is going to be done using just 4 little coffee sticks, some wood glue, and a sharp knife. So these are very easy to get a hold of as a crafting material. I buy them in bulk from a restaurant supply store. You can also get them at most hobby stores or from a coffee shop. As long as you don't take too many, they don't seem to mind all that much. So we're going to start things off by marking out the cut lines for these, and we're going to mark out all 4 sticks at 1.5 inches. This gives us 3 planks per stick. Now once these are marked out, you can see that it'll give us a grand total of 12 pieces. This coffin actually only uses 11, well technically 10.5, so you'll have a little bit left over. So I'm going to use a pair of cutters here to do a quick cut job of all the planks, and once we have those cut, we'll be on to the next step. Alright, so first thing we're going to do once they're cut is take a little bit of wood glue and put them along the inside edge of one piece, and then stick 2 of them together, making a larger plank, and then do it once more. We want our coffin to be 3 planks wide. This will make them roughly 3/4 inches in width. Now I have a clamp here that I'm going to use to kind of hold this in place while it dries. You can get these at Lowe's or Home Depot. They're usually about $3 or $4. Now while that is drying, we're going to make a detail section for the lid, and to do that we're going to take one of our planks and split it in half right down the center. And I'm using another plank just as a quick guide to give me a straight edge to work with. And once it is cut, we're just going to do a quick little check to make sure that they're even. If they're not, we can smooth them down, shave them, whatever we have to do to give us a straight edge. And then, same as the previous set of planks, we're going to glue these together with 2 regular size planks to make a slightly more narrow 3-plank section. Now we only need 1 of these, so the extra cut piece can be set aside to be used for a separate coffin. Alright, so now I've marked out a coffin shape here. All I did was at a 1/2 inch in from one side, I did a little hash mark and then marked halfway into the first plank and then 3/4 in on the other side. And then traced out the lines. This gives us a nice little coffin shape that's fairly easily recognizable. And then I did the same thing with the narrow piece. Now using a ruler and a sharp knife, I'm going to very carefully trim these sections off. Take your time with this, don't be in a rush, go as many shallow cuts as you have to cut through it. If you go too fast, you risk splitting the woods, and then you've got to glue it back together or make a new piece altogether. Alright, there we go. Nice, easily recognizable coffin shape. Okay, so now that we've got our top and bottom sections all cut out, we need to attach the lid detail to the lid. So, picking one of the 2 large plank sections, I'm just applying a little bit of wood glue, leaving a little bit of a lip away from the edge. This is going to just kind of hold everything together. Once the glue is in place, I take the small cut section and place it on top of the glue, and this is your last opportunity to make sure that everything is going to fit right. We want a little bit of a lip all the way around. So now while that is drying, we're going to prepare the side panels for the coffin, and all this is just taking 2 sticks and cutting them so that we have a 1/2 inch section and a 1 inch section. And we're going to do that 2 times. Now once the sections are cut, we can attach them to the main body of the coffin. So I'm doing a little bit of application of glue along one side of the bottom section, and then very carefully I take one of the planks, in this case I'm taking the longer 1 inch section, and with a little bit of glue on the end, that'll come into play in just a second, I'm going to place it as upright as I can on the bottom section. And then taking the 1/2 inch plank, attach it to the upper section of the bottom. Now using an extra piece of wood, I'm going to mark out the width of the foot and head sections of the coffin. And then, again using a sharp knife, I'm going to cut these out very carefully to make sure that they don't split. Now to attach them into place, I put glue on 3 sides, and then using a pair of tweezers, I insert them into the main body of the coffin. Now the easiest way I found to do this is to use a toothpick and holding it with a pair of tweezers, apply the glue on the 3 sides that are going to come in contact with the other wood sections. Once that's done, I take it and put it kind of towards the inside and then slide it out until it meets resistance, and then just kind of make sure that it's in the correct orientation, standing upright, and then set it aside to dry. Now I'm making a few of these all in one batch, and a bunch of them are going to have the lid attached. To do this, I am going to just apply a little bit of glue around the framework, and then the lid section is going to be stuck to the top of this. Now you can absolutely leave the lids off of them and just have them removable. This works for a lot of great applications, and you can definitely make coffins that have stuff already inside, like if you have, say, bones or like a little dead body, you can put them inside and have the lid off to the side to show the adventurers, oh no, there's something inside that they have to inspect. Alright, so I'm going to clamp this down for about 20 minutes, and now that it's dry, we're going to paint it up with a quick coating of burnt umber. This is going to go on in a very, very quick application. I'm not worried about any of the wood color or grain showing through. That's just going to add to the kind of weathered and aged look that I'm hoping to achieve with this. So it's just a quick, gritty paint job. If there's any imperfections or defects with the paint, that actually helps in this case. Now in the next step, we'll do a dry brush to help complete the weathering effect, and a lot of this coloration should still show through. So for our dry brushing, we're going to use a light coating of raw sienna. This is just going to go over mostly the edges and any of the panels that look a little bit too dark, but I still want some of that dark burnt umber to show through. Alright, and here we go. We can use this for a lot of different applications. Maybe you're going through a merchant area and you find a shady vendor trying to sell you a coffin that promises to revive you if you're placed inside and happen to have lost all your HP. Or you can do a quick little mausoleum where some ghouls have risen up out of a few of the coffins and you have to deal with them as an adventuring party. or even as just random filler for a dungeon that you happen to be putting your players through. So everyone, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe for future content, comment in the comments section, and we will see everyone next episode.